So there you are, sat home on a rainy day, paddle in hand, wishing that you could go outside and get a few dinks with the bros. When suddenly, you realize you can play VR pickleball with your bros without the risk of being struck by lightning, attacked by rabid dogs, or having to leave the house and socialize. Ugh. Enter Pickleball One, a new game available for the MetaQuest that throws you right into the action. Not someone who's played pickleball, no interest, not good at sports, got wedgies a lot in high school. Yow! I suggest sticking around because in this video, we're going to be diving headfirst into Pickleball One, and by the end, I think you're going to have your next download ready to go. Let's go! Hey, if by the end of this video you find yourself madly in love with me or even slightly entertained, please hit that like button. It's super easy and it's free. I'll be completely honest. Going into this game, I did not have high hopes. I didn't know much about pickleball. My mom plays it and she's about 70 years old. But it's surprisingly growing in popularity for a bunch of reasons. It's played outside in the fresh air where people are. But instead of rackets and tennis balls, it uses these pickleball paddles and these wiffle balls. When you first check it out, it almost seems like something your 7th grade gym teacher would make you play after forcing you to square dance with that kid who doesn't wear deodorant yet. Ugh. So again, wasn't expecting much, but I jumped right into the tutorial, which only takes a few minutes because you gotta test the hitting mechanics, learn the rules, and a couple other things you gotta work out. The tutorial is pretty straightforward and easy to follow. And the mechanics of the swing are super easy to figure out. You can try all the different methods as well, different ball physics, as well as running versus auto running and teleporting and spin and power on your racket. But the rules are easy, and it's meant to give you an overview of what you're doing more than you actually need to memorize anything. So to get an idea, pickleball is played on a badminton-sized court with lower net using solid paddles to hit a plastic ball with holes back and forth over a net. Points are scored when one side fails to return the ball or commits a fault, like hitting the ball out of bounds. Games go up to 11 points, must be won by 2, and matches are best of 2 out of 3 games. The ball must bounce once on each side before being volleyed back. Run. The serve must be made underhand and diagonally cross court and below the waist. The kitchen, aka the non-volley zones, extend 7 feet from the net on each side, wherein players cannot volley the ball. A volley in pickleball refers to hitting the ball out of the air before it bounces on the court. It's basically a rally for points. Sides alternate serves. When a serving side loses, you get a point. It's pretty straightforward, right? I jumped into some casual matches against AI here, and while it was fun, it can be a little predictable, and I don't think the game is made for AI or solo play. The real fun is had with online multiplayer. I've played a few multiplayer games in my day, such as recreational rooms, pinging the pongers, tagging monkeys, and a few others. But one of my least favorite things in multiplayer is just getting random players that don't do anything or scream in your ear. Like my son. My experience with multiplayer on Pickleball One was nothing even close to this. I ended up getting paired with fun, nice, chill people who were great opponents and teammates. There were even a couple aspiring young YouTubers. Amazing. I ended up playing for a much longer time than I expected because of how fun it was. So the multiplayer is A, top-notch so far, and B, just flat-out fun. Occasionally I would get paired with somebody who didn't talk much, so if that's your bag, there are people out there like that, but when you're filming content for a video, it's more fun to have folks like Elijah who will just talk your ear off.
Halfway done with school, not high school.
Point. No, I meant like a year.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I'm not halfway done with high school.
No.
Not even close.
No.
2-5. Probably the most fun player I played with all day long. Now, one of the most fun things about playing pickleball is that the learning curve is low and the barrier for entry is super easy. After a game or two, I was able to keep up pretty easy with little to no issues. This is something that usually puts me off to other competitive games like pinging someone's pong. I mean, I like table tennis, but there's always some 10-year-old little shit that can hit the spin ball or loop chop or pendulum serve me into next week. Bullshit. And then I get stuck completely dominated for a whole game, and that's not something I'm really into. But for me, Pickleball One takes all of the fun elements of competitive play and puts them into a more casual multiplayer game that really deserves more attention than it's getting. And if you're still not impressed with pickleball or think it's kind of beer league or corny, check out this IRL pickleball game I found while I was researching. These guys are going buck wild.
It's almost become routine for Jay DeVilliers. Now can they finish it off? And the ATP!
I gotta stop.
Now, as far as the graphics go, they are very basic, but again, this is pickleball, not Asgard's Wrath 2. You play in an empty arena, which, to be fair, is what you'd be playing in real life anyway if you're playing pickleball. It's not that popular. Your icon is your MetaQuest avatar, so you better be dressed to kill, not wearing a yellow dress like I was when I apparently first started because my son likes to play with the settings. Why am I wearing a yellow dress? You can customize your paddle as well with some additional downloads if that's your thing, but overall, games like this are ones that I keep coming back to. Great mechanics, straightforward rules, and a fun population of players that aren't just screaming obscenities. In fact, I feel like I was the one screaming most of the obscenities. Here we go, Twyla. You ready for this, girl? What? Now, as with all games, there are a few drawbacks. For example, if you use auto run, it will sometimes, well, rarely, but it still happens, put you in an awkward backhand position that makes it tricky to hit. It's nothing major, but you may drop a shot because of it here and there. The AI play can be a little boring, but it's a great way to hone your skills without having to talk to other people. But honestly, and this is coming from someone who avoids talking to people in VR at all costs, the multiplayer is straight fire and really is the core of this game. I think something else worth mentioning here is that there's a mixed reality mode. So it's kind of like a window that you can see through, that your side of the net is your house or wherever it is you're playing, whereas the other side is the virtual world. It's a great way to not bang into things. So, you know, I'm sure your dog or cat will appreciate you not stepping on them. The other thing is that I imagine the price of the game may be a little off-putting to some, coming in at $24.99 in freedom monies, but the price is justified in my opinion. You're going to get countless hours of fun gameplay. It feels like tennis, ping pong, and badminton all rolled into one. So that's it. No more talking. I'm going to leave you with some gameplay highlights to watch, and you can download this game now on the Meta Store and start playing within minutes. The link is in the description below. My name is Ari with FitPro VR, and don't forget to get your pickleball in today. It's really fun.
You!
Hey, you!
Yo!
Hey!
Did I play with you the other day?
Yeah, matchers! What's up?
Hey!
Good to see you.
What is up?
What's up, brother?
God, I was trying to remember your name the other day so that I could look you up.
There it is. Well,
Yo, I just downloaded this game. It's pretty dope.
it's actually fun.
0-1.
It's a lot easier
It is.
than the ping
I
pong
do
one.
enjoy it.
Side out.
Oh.
The ping pong.
1-0.
Like, I like that game, but I'm
11,
just not...
11 table tennis?
Yeah, I'm just not
Yeah,
good at
bro.
it, and there's like these Russian dudes just
Side
like
out.
whoop my ass on that thing.
0-1.
So I like I'm like helpless on that. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Woo!
So I just play against bots half the time.
Oh yeah.
Bots is
Oh!
fun.
How did you hit
Oh,
that?
you
But
put the
you have
spin
to
on that
be-
thing.
1-0.
So I'm glad I ran into
Oh
you
man, so I
again.
guess I won't be in it.
Oh, you are now. I'm back again. Oh shit.
Wait,
Point.
are you still
4-0.
recording?
If you see me playing a game, I'm recording.
And then I like tried to come back on and see if you were still on, and
Yeah.
you weren't, and I was like, oh, that sucks.
I got in trouble for playing too long yesterday.
In trouble?
Yeah, my wife.
Oh, with
Side
your
out.
wife. Okay.
0-10.
Just making sure.
Yeah, no. I'm not a 40-year-old living with his mom.
Side
Don't
out.
worry.
10-0.
I haven't lived with my mom in at least 3 years.
Well, you. This.
You're
not
distracted.
from here.
Oh.
Side out.
0-0.
No. I don't know how, but sometimes when I'm not focusing on it, I do much better.
Point.
Oh,
1-1.
not in that scenario.
No, not here.
No, not right now. But like in Beat Saber,
Ah,
I'll be thinking about something
Side out.
else, and I'll be like,
1-1.
wait, I'm actually doing good.
Side out.
woo!
1-1.
I swung too early. Or you put some spin on
I
that.
did.
Either
I
one.
did
1-1.
nothing of the sort. There's no way I did anything fancy or anything remotely skillful. Don't worry.
Unless on accident.
Yeah. Oh, accident. Absolutely. Finally, we're getting some
Good.
stuff on the board here. Oh,
Side out.
1-1.
I mean, we're just going back and forth now.
I know. Oh my god, I had that earlier where I was playing with this dude,
Point.
and like we both kept
2-1.
dropping the serve, but the problem was like he wasn't saying anything, so it was making for very boring content. So I'm just like, I played one game and then left because there's literally nothing I can do with footage of people not talking.
Side out.
I don't want to
2-5.
get in trouble again, so I have to go.
Makes sense.
Yeah, look it up, subscribe, leave a comment or something, just so I know it's.
Pro VR.
Yeah, and if you forget that, look up Beat Saber versus Supernatural. It's the first video that comes up. It's got like so many views. So